But don't worry, Pep. He's got his priorities right, but it's still 20 minutes before the leaders go out. In terms of priorities, Micah, what are City's from here on in?
Win every game. You know, I said that from day one. I think in the back of some Man City's the fans is the Champions League. You know, it's there. But the Premier League, you see how they approach the game today. They came to win the game. They'll approach every game like that. And if they don't get through in Atletico, then, you know, they'll put more of the focus on the FA Cup first and then the Premier League. But I'm just mesmerised listening to Pep. You know, I played for some great coaches, Mancini being my number one. But just the way he talks here, I just wish I could play for him and learn so much from him.
You're not good enough to play for him.
Well,
I wasn't good enough to play for him. You've got to control the ball.
I haven't got the England team. What are you on about?
I think that's harsh. You're an athlete. You're doing that defensive cover job.
Oh yeah, don't listen to Gary.
What was your face saying then, Roy?
No, just what Pep was on about there, and the priority is to win the next game. This idea you can try and pick and choose your competitions, which might be easier or which is a priority for supporters, but it's hard enough as it is. You've got to just focus on the next game, as simple as that.
But for both these teams, is it about winning trophies? Because winning trophies, and we touched on this right at the start today, will determine how we judge these teams in the future.
That's what you're in the game for, in case you're not aware. Just getting your hands on trophies. At this level, so winning, yeah.
So if
getting over the
Liverpool
double.
don't win, we can't call them a great team.
Absolutely not. No, why would we if they're not winning?
Yeah, but over the last couple of seasons, Liverpool have won the Champions League and the Premier League, so they are a great team. But how great, we will see.
Yeah.
You know, that gives time. If Klopp's here for another 5 years and it wins 2, Premier League and 2 Champions League, we're calling them a great team.
Can we call Man City a great team if they don't win the Champions League?
In the Premier League, you can call them a great team, yeah.
And I'm talking about if they don't win the Champions League.
Well, yeah, I still think you can call them a great team, but it'll be in the Premier League, of course. Definitely. Pep's won, three Premier Leagues? He's talking about Liverpool. Liverpool, outstanding, but they've only won the Premier League once, and every year, Man City are pushing them right to the limits. Liverpool are a great team, in my opinion, but how great depends on how long you do it for.
What do you think?
I think they both are great teams, because I think Liverpool to win the Champions League and the league, I think to win 2 titles and come back and win it again, I think would define that even more. And certainly for City to win the Champions League would help define it even more. So I think that you are almost looking back in history at the teams who win the Champions League. You think of the great Liverpool teams that won the European Cup. You think of the United teams that won the European Cup. They are viewed as the teams that sort of, if you like, people always talk about. So I think Pep has to win the Champions League here for him to be viewed. He's a great manager, he's one of the greatest of all time, and this is a great City team. But I do think he has to win that Champions League for him to finish the job here. And I think the same with Jurgen Klopp, probably has to go and win another Premier League title or another Champions League for them to, get that sort of position in history. They've got it anyway, but I think just it further sort of cements it.
Does he, Jamie? He has to win again. They could get 94 points, I think it is, this season and still not win.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't really matter the actual points that you get. I mean, it shows how great a team they are and the numbers and the win percentages, and they're probably better than maybe even Alex Ferguson when they finish in terms of how many games they won. But it's how many trophies you won. And I go back to what I said probably 6-12 months ago. This Liverpool team is that good. It should win more. I think that's the big thing over the next couple of years. They're going for another 3 trophies. They've already got their hands on 1. That's what they've got to do year in, year out. This team is too good, what it's done over the last 3 or 4 years under Jurgen Klopp, to only have the trophies that they have. Manchester City have got a number of trophies over Chelsea over the last 10 years, and that's what Liverpool have got to do. Certainly these next 2 years where, Klopp's contract finishes.
But if there could be one, which one would it be from here on in?
For me, I'd always go with the Champions League. I think the Champions League is the biggest trophy you can win as a
You go Champions League over Premier League this season?
Yeah.
If you were Liverpool?
Well, I'd have said the opposite when Liverpool had gone so long without the title, but now Liverpool have won the title. People may say different because Liverpool didn't win the title in front of their own fans. That might be something, but for me, I always go, you've got the big 5 leagues in Europe, and there'll be 5 teams who win the league, or there'll be lots of teams who win the league. There's only one who wins the Champions League. And I just think that, that it just completely transforms your club in the Champions League.
Not for me.
I'd go title.
I'd go league title.
Yeah, I would.
Why? Every day of the week. It's what you do week in, week out, in terms of what you stand for as a player. And you can go to the Champions League. It's brilliant. There's glamour behind it. And it's great prestige. But I think a league reflects a lot on what your team, your manager, and what your club stands for. Because you're doing it week in, week out. Obviously, it's very, very difficult. Champions League's fantastic, but I'd I'd be pick a league title.
I think league title definitely for Liverpool this season to go equal with Manchester United on league titles. Obviously more Champions Leagues, more European Cups. I think for me, and I think Roy's right for them to cement themselves. You know, City win 4 in 5. You know, the greatness is there. But I think for Jurgen Klopp to do what he's done is unbelievable to start with. But to take 2 titles off this Manchester City team with the budget that they've got, with the wage bill less, is. I said it before the game earlier on today, it's out of this world what Jurgen Klopp's doing at Liverpool. I think a league title now, he's already won a Champions League at Liverpool. I think 2 league titles would be something.
Jamie makes the point. They would want to win it, Jamie, I think, in front of their supporters.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Liverpool fans, the passion behind it, the long time, and then the players even get a chance to enjoy it. I think they would probably enjoy it even more.
But you're talking about Liverpool maybe getting level with Manchester United, but take that out of the equation. Would you rather win a Premier League title than a Champions League?
I think I'd rather win a Premier League title. I do
so
think
why
that...
do Manchester City need the Champions League then?
No, because they've won 3 Premier League titles in the last 4 years.
You're still saying you take the Premier League.
No, but I think for Pep and to define his era here and to win, he's won 3 Premier League titles. If he can win a Champions League to go with that, I think it defines his period here in terms of just the all-round sort of trophy. He won all of them. I think it's just that's just because he's won 3 already. If he'd not won the Premier League, anyway, if you win 1 Premier League title, it's great. But I think to win back-to-back or 2 defines you as, I think, a truly great team. I think
all will be a lot clearer in the coming weeks, the coming days, as each competition comes along. Gary,